Guy Martin is a Lincolnshire lorry mechanic.
I've been a truck mechanic since I was 12-year-old. I love it. I love it.
He's also a star of one of the world's most dangerous motorcycle races, the Isle of Man TT. In his spare time, he enjoys tempting fate by breaking speed world records. Two of Guy's favourite things are motorcycles and drinking tea.
What is it? The one with the yellow thing on it?
And there's a country that happens to share those loves. India. So Guy's decided to go on a 1,000-mile bike adventure around the subcontinent. But there'll be no visits to the Taj Mahal. Guy's unique passions will lead him to an India you've never seen before. He'll clamber to the top of its tallest building.
You've seen no like this welding up here, boy. You've seen the state on it? Jesus Christ.
Teach kids in its slums.
Spot on.
And trust a total stranger.
I'm going to get strapped to an Indian and get chucked off a mountain. What could possibly go wrong? Woo! Oh, that's great.
The climax of his trip will be a ride to Goa and India's biggest biker festival, Ridermania, and an attempt to be the first British winner of its maddest race.
What more would you want?
Guy's trip starts in the capital, New Delhi.
Well, if I'm going to have a travel around India, I'm not going on open-top buses, I'm not going in rental cars, I'm not going in coaches. No, do it properly, I want to go on a motorbike.
And in India, there's one bike that's more famous than any other.
Royal Enfield, oldest motorcycle manufacturer in the world. First made in Redditch, 1901, now made over here. Back in England, that Royal Enfields are a bit, you know, I don't even think my dad would have a Royal Enfield. You know, they're a lovely motorbike, but they're just a bit old.
But in India, the bikes are recording record sales. The Bullet is the best-known model. Introduced in 1948, it's the world's longest continuously produced motorcycle. Adverts have always featured the chrome details and signature thump from the single-cylinder engine. It breeds devoted fans.
Enfield Bullet, ghazab ki sawari.
And there are no bigger devotees than the Free Soul Riders Biker Club. From HR directors and fashion designers to students and photographers, they ride all over India on Enfields.
Now, lads.
I'm Hitesh.
Hitesh. I'll just call you Hitesh.
Yeah.
Hitesh. Sorry, my terrible name. I'm Guy. And you're?
Ved.
Vit.
Yeah.
Hitesh and Vit.
Yeah.
And you are what, mate?
Anirban.
Anirban.
Yeah.
Let's call him Andy.
Anirban. Andy.
Spot
on, Andy. Well, the Royal Enfield, I'm better off with the Royal Enfield than a Honda or a Suzuki or a Kawasaki.
Yeah. In India, it's better to have a Royal Enfield.
Is it?
It is. Absolutely.
Why?
On every corner of India, you can get a person who can repair a Royal Enfield.
Right, right.
It's that simplicity that first brought this British brand to the subcontinent. Attracted by the rugged build, the Indian Army ordered 800 Enfields in 1955. But come the 60s, competition from Japanese bikes forced Enfield to stop UK production. To make sure the Army had enough spare parts, the production line was shipped to Chennai. With a ready supply of cheap labour, manufacturing new bikes under Indian ownership quickly followed. 29-year-old digital analyst Hitesh Agarwal explains why the motorcycles are still popular today.
Royal Enfield, it's like the heartbeat which we have in our body, the sound which it makes, the kind of experience which it gives to us, and the name says it all, the Royal Enfield. We get a lot of royalty out of it.
The best place to buy a motorcycle in India is its biggest bike market, Karol Bagh.
Where is that? Is that here somewhere?
Karol Bagh?
Yeah, the market. To go and buy a motorbike. I want to buy a motorbike.
Yeah. It's the whole market is the...
Oh,
it's
right.
one of the biggest markets in India.
At the moment because it's open.
You cannot even stand here with so much of crowd here.
Is that right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, so we are in the market.
Yeah.
Right. What time do they open?
Around 10. Around 10, 10, 11.
Around 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock.
Guy has an hour to kill, so takes advantage of one of the few businesses that is open.
He's okay? Yeah? Well, the Victorians, they used to put like their iron in the fire, didn't they? But this man, you see what he's done? He's got his fire in the iron. I'm impressed. I am impressed. His ironing is immaculate. Immaculate. Thank you very much. Thank you. Look like someone owns me now. That's mega. Thank you very much. Jeans as well. Jeans as well. Do we jeans as well? Yeah? Fill your boots. We never thought this would be happening, did we? Hey? Thank you. Thank you very much. Right, let's go buy a motorbike.
Guy needs a bike that is both robust enough to cope with India's varied terrains, but will also be fast enough to race a rider mania at the end of his trip.
Yeah, let's have a word with our man, see how much money he wants for this. Okay? How much? 85,000. 85,000. How much for the 500?
100,000.
How much, mate? And we've got an idea of price. It's looking about 800 quid, 900 quid, 1,000 quid, man.
The selection of bikes is mind-boggling, but the free soul riders are on hand to help Guy steer clear of the unreliable models.
We'll check that if we can just...
Yeah, the starter's not engaging. I don't know if I like the colour. Do you like the colour? It's a bit floral, isn't it?
Guy rejects all the bikes he sees because they have the smaller 350cc engine. He wants a faster 500cc Royal Enfield.
Have you any 500s? No, no 500s. All right, mate. What's it? What do you want it's called?
Eventually, Guy comes across a bike that fits the bill.
How much? Come on, have a look, come on, have a look, come on, have a look.
Hang on, down this little alleyway.
Come on, come on. This is the cleanest bike shop I've seen. Come on. Picture this, picture this. Get the poker face on, sorry. You can see that, can't you? All the way to Gore on this, eh?
It's a one-year-old Bullet. The air-cooled engine only produces 26 horsepower, half what you'd expect by modern standards. But this is all about the charm of the traditional. Even the coach line on the classic teardrop tank is still painted by hand.
He wants 135,000 for it, which is 1,300 quid, plus all the extras. Now, I think if I can get those in with a deal, I think we've got ourselves a deal.
Guy is going to have to negotiate with Lally Singh,
You all right, mate?
a motorcycle dealer for 30 years. He was one of the first to capitalise on the rise in tourism during the 90s by renting motorcycles to eager Western travellers.
So you're telling me you want 135,000?
Including the insurance.
Including the insurance? Yes. Right. I tried to barter, but I'm not very good at that. I'm not very good. What's 110,000 sound like?
Not possible.
Right. Was that crap? Was that crap about it? I have been down the road, mate. I've seen a few, but this is nice because this has got the panniers. But those boys are all talking 80, 90,000.
Yeah, those.
You're talking 135,000, so I think if we can find some middle ground, 110,000.
We check our bikes thoroughly. For instance, if engine oil and clutch plates and all other services which you require are not done, they cost another 5,000 rupees.
Yeah, I see.
So that is the reason why the price, what you see, is a difference.
And he wasn't budging though, was he? He wasn't budging. I want to feel like I'm getting something, so 135,000, that's a lot of money, that. That's a lot of money. So come on, can we meet in the middle somewhere?
I give you one petrol tank full of petrol, that cost me $1,000. I can do that for you.
What if you gave me 2 jerry tins of fuel?
That we can do. And a complimentary t-shirt.
Is that right? And a complimentary t-shirt?
And a cap.
And a cap?
And a cap. Yeah, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
The deal is done, but Guy can't ride away yet.
5 gears your motorcycle has.
Yes.
First, he's given a lesson in how to ride a bike.
Then second gear is 20 to 40. Third is...
And what the local roads are like.
Can be dangerous. So we suggest that 80-85 is a safe speed for you on a highway. In India, when people are coming to driving, They want to do half an hour ride in 15 minutes.
Okay.
So they are in absolute hurry. When it comes to working, 1 hour work they want to do in 2 hours. So
Yes.
they are as slow as possible.
Then Lally invites his staff in to give the motorcycle a traditional blessing.
एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख है अकाल मूरता जुनी से भंगुर प्रसाद एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख मिस्टर गाय मार्टिन यूके तो अपनी मोटरसाइकिल की यात्रा ते इंडिया पधारे बोले सोनिहार we thank you all to give us this opportunity and we all wish you a very happy and very safe journey.
Thank you. The bike's mint, been blessed, better than an MOT, I'd say. I feel a long way from home, a long way from home. I get to keep the garland. Lally says it's the first time in 20 years he's had a customer ride it out the shop. Ready for it, boys? We're ready.
Guy Martin's Indian adventure is about to begin. Guy Martin is exploring India.
Now we're talking middle of Delhi, spooky dokies.
He's already bought a motorcycle and now wants to spend 2 weeks touring the country.
I'm just like a sponge. I'm not the sharpest tool in the box. I just want to learn. I want to take it in. Why is it like that? I think I'd like to put myself through pain on a holiday.
With his new friends from the Free Soul Riders Biker Club, he starts with a tour of Delhi, the 4th most populous city on the planet. Every square inch of road is taken up by taxis, pedestrians, buses,
State of that bus. The state of it.
and animals.
You know, that'd be on the news at 10 if that happened in the M1, wouldn't it? 1,400 road deaths on average in England every year. Still a lot, isn't it? But in India, bloody hell, 250,000.
For a long time, India's driving tests simply required learners to drive between 2 cones. It was only 3 years ago that examiners actually had to be in the vehicle at the same time. The pass mark is 60%.
Well, saying that, I don't think we've seen a crash yet, have we? Don't speak too soon, Martin. Don't speak too soon.
Guy has an ever-growing set of riders keeping him safe after news of his arrival was posted on social media. They're huge fans of his.
It's like seeing your dream right in front of you. I mean, the person whom you have worshipped for a long time. I have seen a lot of crazy people with big names, but none of them is so down to earth. And he's a champion for me.
We stopped, had a cup of chai, never into sugary tea. And really, that's what chai is. It's just the most sugary tea imaginable. Is that right? Spices? I'm not tasting the spices in it, I'm only tasting sugary tea.
India's recent economic boom was kick-started by a telecommunications revolution. Today, the biker gangs all have smartphones.
But I can't believe in India people have got all these fancy phones. I can't believe it. I can't, genuine. That's my phone.
Oh my God!
No internet, you see.
No, I can't imagine. We used to use this phone almost like past 7-8 years back there in India.
Really nice lads. Not just lads, a couple of lasses as well.
I've been to Mara Pass, Indo-China border.
The highest road in the
Yeah.
world. Did you do it? You did it? On your 250 Honda?
Yeah, 250cc. I'm the only girl in India who did that.
I'm impressed, lads.
Thank you
I'm
so
impressed.
much.
I tell you what, thanks very much for having us. This is what we have for my...
They're saying that I'm married to you now.
You need to hold her if she faints. You need to hold her.
Wouldn't say it was life-changing, but after one day in India, I've got a new bike, a wife, and iron clothes. Also, had my first bout to Delhi belly. Been in the loo 12 times.
That night, Guy ventures into a marketplace which holidaymakers are warned away from after dark. Old Delhi.
Never mind Old Delhi, the ride to it. The roads were jigging. See, what a rigmarole getting here. The noise, the people, the smells, everything that's going on. Listen to all that pipping. Look, listen here. I've knackered me horn. I'm bloody gobsmacked, man. I'm bloody gobsmacked. I said I wanted proper India. I've got it, haven't I? It's grim, mate. It's grim. We're here now. We've made a bed. Let's get stuck in.
The chaotic bazaar offers a bewildering variety of goods. Guy's going to try and find a new bike horn.
Push bike spares this way. Dental spares that way. Fireworks shop. Cock brand. Buy the best cock brand. Chemistry shops next to a cement shop. Look at it. Look how much is in here. What? You've never seen so many bags of cement in your life. Come on. And what's happening with the wiring? Hey? Now that is a rat's nest, isn't it? Look at the state of that. Who's getting whose electric bill? I want to know that.
On a street that specialises in car parts, Guy finds a man repairing horns with a hammer.
Fixing horns in India, you're never going to be short of work. It's like birth, death and cutting hair. You'll never be short of work.
After a few skillful taps to tune them, he connects it to a battery to test the sound.
My motorbike horn is knackered. It's a Royal Enfield. How much? One horn?
How much?
Yeah.
200.
200. 100.
You want on?
I'll give 100.
Once again, Guy's attempts at bartering are found wanting.
150. Right. Thank you. Bomb, mate. Bomb.
The next morning, the horn is fitted and Guy's ready to hit the road again.
Bit of rasp off that one, isn't there? We're here to see proper India. So I'm going to take you to Nagar. Not what you're expecting, but it's a bit of me. It's a bit of me. You'll be impressed. We've come top side of Delhi. We're about 40 minutes out. I've got the Enfield into top gear, 70 kilometres an hour. She's flying. She's flying.
Nagar is Guy the lorry mechanic's idea of a must-see destination. It's a truck yard.
This was what I was looking forward to most, just to come and see how the other half do it. Truck fitted Indian style.
There are few more obvious signs of India's recent economic growth. Covering the size of 40 football pitches, 20,000 lorries carrying everything from flowers to computer parts pull in every day. Anything can be fixed here.
Asia's biggest truck yard. Busy motorway going north out of Delhi, and then a hill, but not an hill as we know it. That's an hill of rubbish. Human waste. Human waste. Look at the blokes at the top. And Mildred, the cow. The cow. I'm lost for words.
This industry may be familiar to Guy, but the conditions aren't.
Look behind you, don't scare them off. Look behind you. 4 bloody pigs. And a rat, where's the rat? 5 pigs, there's 5 pigs. Pigs covered in oil, brand new Leylands that you'd just think was made in the 60s. They're making trucks like a circus machine. Climbing frames all over them, flags all over them, tinsel. Dogs, loads of dogs. I love the dogs over here, I love me dogs. Bodybuilders building bodies for lorries, welding without goggles. Here, they're not bothered. Get cracking. These lads are into it. Yeah, these lads are into it. Holding hands. Indian way of showing friendship, that. You don't see that in Grimsby, but fascinating. Let's go have a look round, come on. Look at the back axle, look how he's painted his back axle on there. You see it? They just want to see lorries as pieces of art, really. And the more glitzy and flashy they make them look, the easier they'll sell. They're not right bothered about the Euro 6 emissions ratings. If it's got glitzy reflective bits in the window, that's it, she's sold me. Go on, mate, you're all right. You're all right, mate. You're all right.
Although the Nagar truck yard is a male-dominated world,
Guy.
the yard's only tyre fitter is a 60-year-old mother of 5, Shanti Devi.
They're not light. They aren't light. She's not messing about. Do you want a hand, love? Do you want hands? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Okay. Well, I'm just thinking this lass knows what she wants. I'm just...
She's working on a fixing called a split rim.
Okay.
A circular clip keeps the tyre on the wheel and only needs basic tools to be changed. It's considered old-fashioned in the UK.
There was boys being blown to the roofs of workshops with that ring jumping out. And then that's when you blow it up, the next stage is to blow it up. Then if it was ever going to go wrong, it's what happens now, that ring jumps out and kills boys. I mean, there's 125 PSI in those tyres.
Shanti employs one other member of staff,
Okay.
her husband, but does all the heavy tasks herself.
It's not heavy, it's like £12 or something, but it's ideal for that job, it's ideal. So she says, oh, you wouldn't want your granny to have it? I said, you haven't met my granny. Double-decker live.
While the tyre inflates, Shanti agrees to chat to Guy.
Look at these hands, let's see these hands. Hard work, yeah. Grafter. Yeah, there's a few calluses, mate.
20 years ago, Shanti was earning £25 a month running the truck yard's tea stall. She saved enough money to buy an air compressor and now earns £650 a month fitting tyres.
That's mega. And you're going to keep working, not retiring. She's not retiring because if she sits at home, her body will start deteriorating. So she's going to keep going. Hey, lass. Hey, well, thanks very much for stopping and talking to us. We stopped you working a bit, but it's just been mega. It's been mega. What a lass. And the whole time we've been there, that's been getting air put into it and the ring's not jumped out. So no one's dead. I think we should go have a bit more of a look about, to be honest. Come on. I think we've only scratched the surface. Come on, let's have a look. Come on, let's have a look.
There are hundreds of businesses at Nagar, and Guy visits almost every one.
Can we talk?
The engineering standard is often way behind what he's used to.
Come and have a look in this cab. You see all that? You see all that? Look, that's... All right, mate. They're still doing all this out of a wooden frame. That's all woodwork with just bloody galvanised tin on the top of it. In the 40s and 50s, that's how stuff was done. Unlike now. So saying you build a new cab, or a truck manufacturer builds a new cab, that'd probably have to go through 10 crash scenes to destroy it to make sure the driver's going to be safe no matter how that truck crashes. I don't think that goes on here.
But elsewhere, Guy does find precision.
This man's not a messer, he knows what he's doing. And that is doing the job properly.
A kindred spirit.
For me, best job in the world.
You, how many old you are?
I'm 33.
Glad to meet you.
Yeah, glad to meet you.
I like you.
Keen as mustard. Just reminded me of me.
And no shortage of animals.
The dog asleep under there. All right, Mildred. In Hindu religion, that is a sacred animal. You're not allowed to run over it. You're just not allowed to, don't mess. Do not, that's the rules. Your basics are, do not mess with Mildred. Mother God, they're called. A cow provided dung to stick on your fields. It worked your fields for you. Provided you milk. As I said, you know, you live by the cow. To be honest, I've right enjoyed it. It's just a proper working environment. But really, when you look at the bare bones of it, it's not that different to what we've got in England. It's just stuff's a bit older, a few more people. And a cow, yeah, and a cow.
Guy heads back to central Delhi.
Where are you going? All right, mate.
The city's congestion has doubled in the last decade as India's economy has grown.
After you, mate.
7 million vehicles sit gridlocked for 3 hours a day in what are the world's most polluted roads.
Mirror signal maneuver.
Even on a motorbike, progress is painfully slow. But after covering 3 miles in 1 hour, Guy is ready to start the next stage of his trip.
So I thought, right, we want to go up another one of my great loves. Could we say that? Tea. Palampur is the tea capital of India. So we're going to go there, but it's a fair road trek really, 300 miles. And I thought, going to the truck yard yesterday morning, we went under a train bridge, and there was a train on the bridge. Just thought, what is all that about? Folks hung out the train windows, hung on the train roof. It just looked ram-jammed, and I thought, oh, we came here to see proper India, and I think, what better way than to get on a train? And you can get motorbikes on trains. You've got to muck about draining petrol out of them, but you can get motorbikes on trains. So yeah, that's that.
Guy can get a sleeper train to Kalka and complete the journey by bike in the morning. Assuming he can first work out how to get a ticket from the parcel department.
Take the keys out then, mate. Not that I'm saying anyone's going to nick it out, but just, yeah.
Dheli Junction was built by British engineers in 1903. Today it serves more than 70 million passengers a year.
Busy place, tidy enough. Besides folk peeing up the wall, that was a bit strange. But there was a deluxe loo next door to it, and I'm going to go and sample that later. My backside's had a bit of bother. But you don't need to know the details of that, really, do you? Do you really? Really? Yeah. Yeah. Listen to that noise, the printer noise. When was the last time you heard that? Yeah, sorry, I'm English. Do you speak English okay? Oh, brilliant, brilliant. Take a motorbike to Kalka, please.
You want to send bike to Kalka?
Yes, please.
Little does Guy know that his adventure is about to take a turn for the worse. Guy Martin is on a tour of India. He's leaving Delhi and heading to a tea plantation in the north. But first he needs to get his bike parcelled up so it's protected during the train leg of the journey. Street traders first drain the fuel.
Then we've got to smuggle that on in our hand luggage.
There are no crates or bubble wrap here. Instead, piles of rubbish are recycled as protection, sewn into old Hessian sacks by hand.
You can tell he's done this before, hasn't he? This is what these boys do.
It takes just minutes to complete.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, very
Thank you, mate.
And costs Guy 20 pence. But even with a ticket, luggage isn't guaranteed to be loaded onto the train if there are lots of other parcels already in the queue. Guy has arrived early to improve his chances. All he can do now is wait.
There's plenty of folk, a lot of folk, but friendly folk. They've got nuts, but then the next door neighbour has got nut either, so maybe they don't feel the need for anything. Folk seem happy, I like that.
The Indian railway system is one of the world's biggest. Founded in the 1850s, by 1875 British rule had invested the equivalent of £10 billion to improve the infrastructure for trade. But what was once a marvel of large-scale engineering is today crippled by chronic overcrowding and unfathomable delays. As Guy is about to find out.
Yeah, there we go at the bottom. 12311, Kalka Mail, that's us. 0045, what's that? 3.5 hours late. We've been here how long? 6 hours already. Hey, just take it in, deal with it. I'm gonna go people watching. It's a good place for people watching, eh? At least we get to see the sun come up on the train, eh?
Guy's train is on a 1,000-mile journey from West Bengal. It has to make 39 stops in all. The fares are cheaper than the express commuter trains, but delays are a regular occurrence, and passengers always come prepared for a wait. After nearly 10 hours at the station, more bad news is announced.
With another 2-hour delay. What can I do? What can I do about that? Nothing at all. And it's all part of it. You know, we're not making a holiday programme, are we? We're here to see the reality of India and what it's really like. And we're seeing it, aren't we?
"12 hours after Guy's arrival at the station, his 24-carriage train finally pulls into Delhi Junction, with no explanation given for the 5-hour delay.
She's going to be cosy on here, isn't it? That's a lot of people, boy. Better late than never. Bloody massive, eh? Massive.
It will make a 10-minute stop.
5707, Katihar, Amritsar.
Do we pull the bike on, or do they put it on? Shove it up there, I think.
Panicking that after the huge weight his bike will get left behind, and with no sign of a porter, Guy sets off to find the luggage car by himself. He gets to the end of the platform only to learn the luggage car is at the opposite end.
Is it?
The train will depart in 5 minutes. He finds the right car, but there's a rush of unloading taking place first.
All right, mate. Get her on, mate.
There are now 4 minutes left before departure, but Guy is told to wait.
Can we get it on, mate? Yeah?
Finally, he gets a chance to load the bike, only to lose his place in the queue to someone who'd arrived at the station just moments ago. With 2 minutes to go, Guy gets his chance to try and load the bike.
Just drop that camera and gives a lift.
There's barely any room left.
She's cosy in there.
But he gets rammed in.
Okay.
And he finds his sleeper carriage.
S7.
Just in time.
In here.
There's a 7-hour journey ahead, and conditions on board are less than hospitable.
The man's got a gun. The ticket collector's got a gun. Don't mess with the ticket collector. We had a mates. We had a rolling rat down there earlier. Yeah, it reminds me a bit of Scunny Nick. I was locked up in Scunny Nick once. This smells a bit fruitier with the loos here. I ain't got the best sense of smell, but I can smell that. So if I can smell it, she must be fruity.
He won't know until morning if his beloved bike has made it in one piece. His £2 train fare takes him 160 miles north at an average speed of 23 miles per hour. At 9:30 a.m, he arrives at Kalka, an old train depot used by the British Raj in the early 1900s. He's got just one thing on his mind. Has the bike survived?
Yes. So far, so good.
The bike's fine.
All right.
And Guy heads towards the foothills of the Himalayas and a tea plantation in Palampur.
I think my lungs are thankful for coming north, getting out of the smog. The sky's a bit bluer. Couldn't turn north down, could I? Strict T's. Now we're talking.
It's not unknown for Guy to drink 20 cups of tea a day. So riding to the shadow of the Himalayas, to the area where India's tea history began, is for him like visiting Disneyland.
Oh, what a lovely spot, eh?
Our family has been into this business for the last 250 years now.
250 years?
Yes.
Dinesh Patel's ancestors bought the Bundler Tea Estate at auction when its British founders moved out after an earthquake.
Now see how nice it looks?
It looks beautiful.
In the early 1800s, Britain wanted to break China's monopoly on the tea trade. English botanists identified northern India's climate as the perfect growing conditions for tea. Originally just overgrown jungle, the area was cleared by elephants. Then seeds smuggled from China were planted. It took 5 years for the plants to mature and produce the first crop. But by the late 1800s, India was exporting 35,000 tons of tea all over the world. Today, many of the techniques used on the plantation haven't changed, as Guy is about to discover.
This is a type of sword.
I'm not much of a swordsman, to be honest, mate.
Use like a sword, like this. Yeah.
It's pruning season, and the tea bushes have to be hacked back to encourage new growth.
Good, that's it, that's it. You don't have to go down, so you have to make a table. Right? So when you look at it, it looks like a carpet.
This method means the harvest of the first flush in 4 months' time will produce tea with the richest flavour.
You're doing it very right.
That's not easy. A bit of effort. You need a bit of effort, mate.
But today, following an exodus of workers seeking higher wages in the cities, there's a chronic shortage of staff. Just 25 people struggle to tend the 180 hectares, an area far larger than London's Hyde Park. The solution is mechanisation.
Can I have a go? Yeah? I'll do your swap, mate. Cheers, mate.
Pull. There. Ready. Okay.
All right.
It was Dinesh's 25-year-old son Gokul who pushed to modernise the family business after returning from 8 years studying and working in the USA.
Do you think a lot of Indian kids want to go to the West?
Like 99% of them.
99% of Indian kids want to go to the West?
Yes, they do.
So what was you studying over in America then?
I did my bachelor's in mechanical and aerospace engineering.
Mechanical and aerospace.
And I also got a private pilot's license.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
And, maybe I could sometime open a heli taxi service in Himachal, so you don't have to, travel all the way from Delhi and just fly in.
Well, a bit of diversification. Yeah, I like that.
With the machine, I'm not calling them workers, I'm calling them machine executives, so that's what you got to do, because otherwise we won't even find people operating machines here.
Wow, fantastic. Good.
Thank you.
Can you stay here with me permanently now?
It's all right, all this tea pruning. The proof of the pudding is in the eating. So yeah, we had to make a cup of tea, we had to drink it.
So I do the stirring and then I close the lid.
I'm not good at many things in life, but I am a fair hand at drinking tea.
This premium variety, Kangra Black Orthodox, famed for its smooth taste, is the finest of all the teas the Batales sell.
So this is without sugar, without milk, without anything.
So I drank his tea, as he said, without the milk. Yeah. It was, what's the word? It was spot on. That was as good a tea as I have ever had. But that's brilliant. I think it was probably the first sign of love for India. Yeah, everything up until that point had just been an education, an eye-opening experience. But this was my first sign of love for India. What a place, what a brew, what a scene, eh?
We are really honoured with your presence over here.
Oh, thank you very much.
And I would request you to please give us your blessings and give us the strength so that we can manufacture more good tea.
So I've never been asked to bless anything, ever. I don't think ever. No, so, no, I'm not, yeah. But yeah, thank you very much for your time and your patience with me. It's been great, and I just wish the tea plantation all the best.
Thank you very much.
While I'm in Pamplona, is there anything else do you think I can go and have a look at?
You could go to Bir, which is about 45 minutes to an hour from here,
right,
up on the top of the mountain. And there's a great paragliding site, and you could jump off a cliff.
Oh, I will like a bit of that, boss.
They fly like butterflies.
We're about an hour from the tea plantation, about 500 miles from Delhi. About 500 miles from Delhi, aren't we? I'm going to go paragliding, that's where I'm going. What these boys are doing, I'm going to have a go at that.
Billing, nearly 8,000 feet up on the edge of the Himalayas, is known in paragliding circles as one of the world's greatest takeoff points.
Yeah, what a lovely spot, eh?
The site was named after Lord Billing, an English officer who during the time of the British Raj built the road up to the summit.
Run!
The ridges of the mountain, some in sun, some in shadow, heat up unevenly, creating thermal updrafts that can keep paragliders airborne for hours.
I'm not going by myself, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to get strapped to an Indian and get chucked off a mountain.
What did you?
What could possibly go wrong?
Okay, start. Run. Start. Run.
Guy Martin's Indian adventure has brought him to the Himalayas and a remote spot known as one of the world's greatest paragliding sites. He's about to try the sport for the very first time.
Arvind.
Yeah.
How's it going? I'm Guy. Pleased to meet you, mate.
Same to you.
Seems like a nice bloke, so it's a good start. 22nd in the world ranking, paraglider. What's the plan?
Plan, you are front and I am behind you.
Yes.
Position is this, okay?
Yes.
So I feel the wind and I tell you run forward. So you feel touch the ground, keep running.
Keep running?
Yeah. In front, okay?
Right.
Yeah.
No, I don't know what you mean. What do you mean?
Yeah. Thank you.
So am I running down the hill or running that way?
Straight.
Just straight?
No.
All right, yeah.
They wait and wait for the perfect amount of wind.
Okay, now start. Run. Yes, run. Okay, run forward. Okay, sit down.
Spot on. Oh, that's great. Have you had many crashes?
No.
What's that noise? The beep?
Beep, this is the instrument.
Oh, altitude. Could you stay up all day if you wanted?
Maybe 7 hours.
7 hours?
Yeah.
Bloody hell, what's the furthest you've travelled?
100 kilometers.
200 kilometres? Mega.
Despite the breathtaking views, after just a few minutes, Guy nods off.
I'm not going to lie to you, that's not my thing. There's no speed involved. Not enough speed. I think whatever it has to be, it has to have a bit of speed in it.
To wake Guy up, Arvind decides to hand over the controls.
Are you ready?
Yes, mate.
And Guy is soon executing perfect turns.
But it was good. It was more peaceful than anything.
But Arvind has a plan to show Guy how a paraglider can go aerobatic.
Yeah, we did a few stunts and what have you. The loop and a paraglider. I don't really know how it worked, but yeah, it was the sky and then back around again. Yeah, it was the loop and a paraglider.
The key is speed. By maintaining momentum, the pilot can loop over like a pendulum without the wing collapsing.
Okay, stand up.
And I was sort of glad to get my feet on the ground. Oh, spot on, mate, spot on. I feel like I've got a bit seasick. Have I lost my colour? Am I all right? You know me, I'm not right in deep and meaningful, am I? I'm up with Arvind in this sort of Carlos Fandango paraglider, and yet downstairs we've got women like working the land. Can we say this in medieval? It's not far off, is it? It's a country of extreme contrasts. That's what it is, a country of extreme contrasts. I think I played a better part than that. I stood up.
But Guy's first week doesn't end there.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That night, he's invited back to a party laid on by his new friends from the tea plantation.
Indie words?
Yeah.
Go on.
When you see somebody for the first time,
Yes.
you say namaste.
Namaste.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not much of a sort of going out sort of person. I like my own space, I like doing my own thing.
Thank you.
But I got my cleanest jeans with me, cleanest shirt. I didn't change my socks, but Dinesh wasn't going to know that, was he? He didn't know that.
So if you miss the train I'm on...
I'll tell you what, I'm not going to say I was wiping a tear away. I'm not going to say that.
500 miles.
But what a night.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What a night. Such friendly folk.
That's it, man. That's it.
We love it, mate. It's rated that. Thank you very much.
We are really honoured with your presence over here. It's a privilege, actually.
Well, it's an honour for us.
It was a mega night. So now, let's get deeper. Let's get deeper into India. I think so.
Next time, Guy explores the financial capital of Mumbai.
That's the richest man in India's house, $1 billion house. What's all that about?
Ventures into India's most deprived district.
1 square mile here, with a population of 1 million.
Then heads for the tropics, arriving at Goa and competing in the maddest motorcycle race in the world.
Not a lot of grip. She's a bit lively.